This is Oyasumi Punpun, or Goodnight Punpun. The presentation is by me. The series in itself is by author Inio Asano. What is Oyasumi Punpun? Oyasumi Punpun, Goodnight Punpun in English, is a manga series created by the Japanese author Inio Asano. Previous works include A Girl on the Shore, Solonin, Oyasumi Punpun. This book is a dramatic coming-of-age story about Punpun Onodera, who goes from an 11-year-old to an adult throughout the series. The series also doubles as a psychological commentary on how the mental state and manipulative tendencies of others can impact people around them and themselves. Oh crap. Who are the main characters? This is Punpun Onodera. The main character, which this image is in his adult years. The smaller bird depictions are when he was a younger child. He's the main character of the series. He's obsessed with Aiko in an unhealthy way, and this further ruins his mental health throughout the series. His abusive household doesn't help with this either, which influences the way he treats others even before he finds Aiko again. One example is Sachi Nanjo. He tries to be in a relationship with her because he doesn't know how to form non-romantic relationships with women. This is Aiko Tanaka. Aiko Tanaka is the major female lead throughout the series, with Punpun having fallen in love with her in elementary school. Her development is closely tied with Punpun's, more him than her, and they both come of age together throughout the entire series. She's also had her own hardships. However, unlike Punpun, she managed to begin her own healing process, despite still being in multiple abusive household and relationship dynamics. This is Ko Shimizu. Ko is another character, but his and his close friend's story is nearly entirely separate from the original story. However, they are Punpun's friends. Ko doesn't have as much as a character arc, instead choosing escapism, as seen with the UFO here, to ignore his own problems. His mother died when he was younger, however, he hasn't ever processed this, which causes him to hallucinate talking to his mother in nearly every chapter he's in. This is Masumi Seki. Masumi Seki is more of a side character to the others, although he still has his own development. He's close friends / lovers, neither has been confirmed, with Ko, and they both develop and age together throughout the series. His parents used to run a ramen shop, which he had closed, and set them into a financial ruin. He had heard about a $100 million prize at an abandoned factory from a murderer, so he took his friends and then the factory to burn on them, which causes him to have a large phobia of fire, which impacts his development throughout the series. This is Sachi Nanjo, the second female lead. She appears around the beginning of the series when she runs into Punpun and his friends when they are all younger. However, she reappears in the middle of the series when they reunite at a bar. She has an overall positive character arc after learning to love herself and pursue her dream of being a mangaka after leaving Punpun. However, before doing this, she cuts her hair, which symbolizes her new beginning without relying on what people feel about her. Let's start with the obvious question. Why is the main character a bird? Why is he seen as a bird? Punpun and his family are all seen as birds, including his absent father. The reason why has never been really confirmed, but we can assume that it's used as a metaphor or stand-in for the actual appearance of Punpun and the Onoderas, his family. For example, if Punpun was attractive, it could have caused people to have more sympathy for him than they should. Think of a villain you find attractive, and think of what they've done wrong. Now, think of a villain you don't find attractive. This can affect the way you see what they had done, even if it was against your personal morals. With the metaphor perspective, though, you can see in his bird form as irony. Birds often represent freedom in most media, and Punpun lacks this. He's been tied down to others his entire life, having the opposite of what he wants, freedom. And here's the art of the series. Here is the architecture and locations that are crucial to development. This planet right here is really important to Punpun because it's his own personal mental space, which he sees as his planet. At first he had but he sees this planet as his own mental escape place. At first he had created this escape place in his mind for Punpun to take Aiko there and live together once the planet finally corrupts from pollution. But throughout the series, he is shown on this planet as a form of escapism in his mind to get away from how he feels. This spot right here is the abandoned factory that burns down at the first part of the series. It's mentioned again later on in the stories, but I can't tell you because spoilers. And this is Kageyama. This is where Aiko wanted to run away with Punpun to when she was younger, after making a promise to him, well, him making a promise to her that he would take her there one day. These are Punpun's hometown. This is the factory, and this is Kageyama. This is also Kageyama. It's a bicycle station, as you can see right here. This is Punpun's room when he was younger. This is the station where he first meets Sachi, and this is Sachi's house. What's so important about the places? Many important things happen in these places that I've listed, as said before, and they're all very important to the storyline and how time changes places and things. They're also very detailed each time, and it shows how much work Inio Asano put into his work for the series. Each panel is clearly drawn with love, and it shows a passion that he had put into his work. Who would I recommend this book to, personally? I would personally recommend this book to people who enjoy psychological horror and story elements. I would also recommend this to people who enjoy detail art and realistic depiction of characters. Nobody is fully morally correct in real life, and nobody is fully morally correct in this story too. The main character is a sort of anti-hero, and some people may enjoy that too. In conclusion, Oyasumi Punpun is an amazing manga by Inio Asano, and I think that everyone should try to read it at least once. It's beautifully drawn and written, and each character is their own person with their own story and their own lives. They're all unique, and the plot is amazingly written. So in conclusion, you should read Oyasumi Punpun /Goodnight Punpun. Thank you.